More on that breaking news out of Baldwin County right now.
Yeah, the sheriff's office says shots were fired at 2 deputies, and now that person is barricaded in a home.
Now, all this happened on Seabreeze Boulevard near Highway 98 and Keller Road. And Fox 10 News has live team coverage for you tonight. Want to start this time with our Devin Cafaro, who's live in Barnwell.
Devin, the situation is contained, but it's ongoing.
It is, Bob Lanise. That is exactly what Baldwin County Sheriff Haas Mack is saying. And we've heard several loud popping noises, which the sheriff says is deputies deploying tear gas to try and get that suspect out of the home. The sheriff also asking anyone who lives nearby to please take shelter as they continue to negotiate with the suspect. And if you take a look behind me, you can see there are 2 ambulances right there. This is the very outskirts of the perimeter that law enforcement have set up, but those 2 ambulances are on standby just in case anybody gets hurt. And there was also a state trooper helicopter flying above the perimeter and several law enforcement vehicles surrounding the area. We're told this all started as deputies were trying to serve an eviction notice, and that somehow led to an altercation where the suspect fired at 2 Baldwin County deputies. But we're told thankfully those deputies are okay at this time, and residents nearby they say they heard the gunshots, but they didn't think much about it because people often shoot guns out in this area for target practice. But they say once they heard all the law enforcement vehicles go by, all the sirens, they knew that something wasn't right. Now, again, Sheriff Haas Mack, he is saying anyone, please just try to avoid this area. They have the perimeter blocked off, and if you do live nearby, to just stay inside and take shelter as they try to negotiate with the suspect. Reporting live in the Barnwell community, I'm Devin Cafaro for Fox 10 News.
All right, Devin, and continuing our team coverage now with Hal Sherrick, who's live near Highway 98 and Marianne Beach Road. Hal, they are still diverting traffic there.
They are. If you're headed westbound on Highway 98, you will have to make that detour southbound on Marianne Beach Road, hit Highway or County Road 11, which is about a half mile down on your right. That brings you right back out to Greeno Road. If you're coming the other direction from the west heading east, you'll be diverted to northbound County Road 13 at that point. Of course, you cannot get up Keller Road from the south. That's blocked off as well. So they've cordoned off quite an area for everyone's safety, of course, even though this is a controlled situation. Gunfire earlier from this gentleman. I talked to some people coming out of the neighborhood earlier who had walked by, didn't want to go on camera, but told me they were actually working in the house next door to where this happened, and heard the deputies bust the door in, gunshots fired, and next thing you know, big convergence of law enforcement. They had to take cover and then were evacuated with dozens of other people to the front of the neighborhood. Just spoke with another gentleman who was in the neighborhood right next door, said he knew pretty quick that something was out of the ordinary when one deputy, then another started showing up, and said it didn't take long to realize that there was a pretty bad situation going on.
Did not hear the gunshot. I was working, making a lot of noise myself, so I may have missed the gunshot, but you could definitely hear the tear gas canisters going off.
Yeah, so, you know, just a very kind of crazy and chaotic situation, dangerous for some time for these folks there. Gentleman still barricaded in his house. Don't know a whole lot more details, but avoid this area. That's the message. Just be aware that this road is closed off Highway 98, which is a very busy thoroughfare from east to west in this location. So just make other plans, go around, and we hope we get this to an end very soon. The state trooper helicopter is continues to fly and is about to land in a field behind me right now. So we'll, of course, keep you abreast of any new developments right here on Fox 10 News. Reporting live in the Barnwell community, Hal Sherrick, Fox 10 News.